Hello. Oh gosh, there's loads of you here already. Hi everyone. Hey, hello. Right, see if it comes on. It's going to come on straight away. What did I have to do last time? I wonder if I need... No, I've already done all this. We're not going to go through all that, Sam. Let's just see if it comes on now. Hey everyone. Yeah, it's there. I think I did the update last time, so that's good. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope we're all well. Let's just share this out. Thumbs up, guys, if you haven't done so. And let me share this. Facebook. I've already done the posts anyway, but just in case anyone misses it. Live now. Ooh, where am I? 2 secs. Okay, post. Cool. It's all working for a change. Chilly Philly. Oh, is it cold, Bethany? Have you got snow? We haven't got snow. It's really mild now, actually. Although it is still a little bit cold, but it's not. It isn't freezing. Right, I think that's all done. Let's come back off that. Back in my chat. Look at that. Streamline. When it works pretty. Oh, Tracy, you might, if you've got it like me, if you just click the cross and come out of the chat, you'll see the thumbs up. How is everyone? Hope you're all good. Lots of you coming in. Hi, everyone. God, you're all ready. Yeah, ready. What's it, 2026? We're all here, raring to go. New year. So today we are going to make Fun Fold. It's always like the week or second week after launch. It's quite quiet for me, so I can just put my head down and just be creative. I shared the card, lovely card yesterday, which loads of you are enjoying, which is this one here, which is amazing. This is a version of a card that my mum gave me for my birthday. It's from a lady, I don't remember her name. She's French. It's linked below the video, so go check hers out as well. But this was just so nice to make, just to sit down and just create. I've done that. I've got a cute little 3D make for tomorrow. I've done some samples for kit number 4. No, kit number 3. Kit number 4 has just been signed off. What else have I been doing? I did something else. What else have I made? So it's just really nice when I don't have all of the demands of designing and sample making and all that lot, and I can just, you know, yeah, just be creative. So this is today's card. So this is how it looks. You've got a belly band, which is optional. Take the belly band off, and then when you open it up, you have, oh, this is just my sample. Hang on, my glue's got stuck. Right, so you'll have 2 little pop-ups there, and then when you open it up, you have loads of other pop-ups, and you can put sentiments on them, pattern paper. I've done a pop-up in a pop-up here, but you don't have to cut the aperture. I am going to set back the doors so they're in line with the fold. I've kind of done them so they overlapped a bit because I thought that looked quite good, but it's just full of pop-ups. So yeah, this is what I can do when my brain is free. So it's just a take on other things. We've done similar to that before. It reminds me a little bit of the version, which was the football changing room card. It's that kind of style. So if you go from that, really, then, but that's 5x7 when it all folds down. But I liked the idea of having another little kind of opening and then another pop-up. But all these additional pop-ups are all extras, so you can just take those out and just keep it just plain blocks, and it'd be nice to decorate. So we're going to make that today, and we're going to use the Made to Make one. If anybody's got it, this is what I'm using. So it can be another craft along using this kit. But if you don't, you can use whatever you want. And as always, you don't need any dies. Awesome. Right, I'm going to flip the camera. Let me just turn you around. Clip you in. There we go. That's about right. Just get that. Might zoom you in a little bit. There we go. Just move that back. Right, are we all good? Yeah, looks good. Thumbs up. Right, lovely. Okay. So we'll make this first, and then I'll do the colouring and decoration, because then you guys can crack on and do your bits as well. It was really nice, thank you. Where did I go again? Oh yeah. went up to Nan's, and yeah, what did we do? Drove up Friday morning, got there just late Friday morning, and I went straight into Gunwolf. So I went straight into Gunwolf Keys, and it was actually really nice because sadly my sister had to, she couldn't come. Charlie was really poorly, he's got croup, and he was just terrible on the Thursday night and the Friday morning, and he wasn't himself all weekend, so sadly she couldn't come. So because it was just me and Mum, so we went straight into Gunwolf, and we had a mooch around. We had a really nice lunch in Wagamama's. Oh my god, it was so good. I've had Wagamama's loads of times, but this, what we chose, and so it was just amazing. And then we went back to my aunt's because they were working, so they weren't back till later anyway. And yeah, we got fish and chips and had a few drinks. And then on the Saturday, Saturday was lovely. We did all what Nan would do on a Saturday morning. So we went to her local and we done all of the charity shops. We had a coffee, and then we had lunch in the Churchillian on Portsdean Hill. If anybody's in Portsmouth, then you'll know all of this, which is just a beautiful spot. And the food was lovely. And we went there for Nan's wake, or just for drinks afterwards. And then we went down to the Chesapeake, which is an amazing antiques and cafe gift store. It's just really nice. The weather was lovely. It was cold, but it was just really nice. And yeah, it was just really, really lovely. So, and then we drove back Sunday, and we stopped at Fareham, which I hadn't been since I was a kid. So that was nice as well. But the nice thing about Friday, before I get crafted, sorry guys, I do gas for a little bit while people are joining. On the Friday, we walked all around Old Portsmouth, down where the Nelson's Gate is, and it's where my mum first met my dad on their blind date. So she was really, we got photos outside, and she'd done a little like heart like that, and we sent it to my dad. And she was just going right back down memory lane, and it was lovely. She said, I haven't been here since that, like, you know, since that moment kind of thing. And it was just lovely, really, really nice. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm going back down again. We're having a kind of a week off the beginning of May. So my May launch, I'm going to push back a week. But we're doing the cancer research, like Tough Mudder. So we've all got to do that obstacle thing, that challenge, which is going to be fun. Which I need to put the fundraiser out for that, actually. So I'd like some of you to sponsor me if possible, just so I do it. But we're going to do a week, and we're going to do lots of other day trips. So yeah, it's been lovely. And then we saw Nan as well on the Sunday. We went and laid flowers and said hi to Nan and Grandad, so it was lovely. So there you go. Right, let me, for some reason it's frozen on there. Let's just go back in. I am still here. Am I here? Yeah, we're here. Oh yeah. No, I don't know why, I just went a bit funny at mine. Right, where are we? People got their new collections. Tears, you're still waiting for it to. Oh, is it not gone yet? No, I did dispatch. Hopefully it won't be long. So glad you had a fabric. Thank you. That one is fabulous. I'm sure it's going to be a favourite. Oh, the fan cut, yeah. I emailed you and messaged you as requested. Did they make it to you? Sam, I emailed you and messaged you. Did they? Oh, you mean the 100? Oh, yes. Sorry for the prize. Yeah, yours is the one sitting there. Yes, it's ready to go. I will email you back. Sorry. Yes, I was thinking then. Did they make it to you? I thought you'd sent me something. Sorry. Yes. I will get that sorted. The only time I've ever been to Portsmouth was for the decommissioning of the Britannia. Yeah, it's a big naval base, isn't it? We went to Rowan's charity shop in Cowplain on Friday. Cowplain, that's where my nan's sister lives. I didn't realise Cowplain had their own charity shops, because we always just go into Waterlooville, because they're obviously side by side. But is Cowplain worth going to, Lynn? Because we usually, yeah, I mean, Waterlooville, it's a shame. Waterlooville used to be really nice, and it's gone a bit downhill again, but it has got some really good charity shops, and it's got that big, like, emporium where they've just got loads of house clearance stuff, which I like rummaging in as well. And now the Waitrose is gone. It was always nice to go there and then get some Waitrose goodies on the way home. Yeah, my cloud glue is just yay. Right, so I think I need to choose what kind of paper I'm going to use so I can decide if I'm going to use white card or not. So, see, the green would look, no, it's a bit too green all over. Let's see. Strawberries. I might go for a subtle background because that could represent like the blue sky, then I can have all the characters. So we might do blue. You could do obviously all the different sections, different colours, which I could still do. But I think I'll do the blue. So that one's nice as well. Yeah, I think I'll do the blue. So I'm going to go for white cardstock. And we'll go from there. Oh Sam, those retro. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Donna. Yeah, it's just nice handy ones to just have in your stash. They just hopefully get used a lot. The Rowans is the hospice and they had dedicated craft charity shop. What, in Cow Plain? I'm going to remember that for next time, Lynn. I'll suggest to Mum to go there when we go up. Because in Havant, again, it was disappointing with how downhill it's gone because again, Havant used to be lovely. But there is a craft charity shop in Havant opposite the McDonald's by the Wetherspoons. And that's actually really good. Some of the prices are a bit hit and miss, but they did have a Sizzix, a lovely one with all the plates for £35, and it had the not the magnetic base plate. Yeah, the magnetic base plate. Well, that on its own I think is about £30, and it was brand new. And they had loads of others. They had the Grand Caliber, they had old big shots, but they fix them all, I think, and tidy them all up. But there's tons of stuff in that one. That's really good. I think any crafty, like specific kind of charity shops for like crafts and stuff's really good. Right, so you want to cut yourself, first of all, a piece of, right, because that's going to be, that's your 2.5. See, it's not. I'm wondering now I've built it, if I can make that from one longer piece. Let me just check a couple of measurements because I may well change this. Hello to everybody, apologies. We do always have a bit of a gas and a chat on a Wednesday, so I do get into it eventually, but I just want to see if I can get that base piece. No, because I want to cut it from A4, which is why I did, yeah, no, it's cut from A4. So cut yourself a piece of 7 by 11, first of all. 7 by 11, and that way I know we've got the size for everyone. I know people have got 12 by 12 as well, but I can't tell you the last time I used 12 by 12 for card making. It's always just been the letter size. Oh, I didn't know about the one in Havant. Yeah, so it's I mean, there's quite a few charity shops in Havant still, as well. If you like going into all the others, there's a couple of really nice ones right round on the corner by the church where the Lloyd's TSB is. They're probably my favourite ones and the nicest ones. But yeah, it's been there for a while now because it's been there for a good about, I'd say, 18 months. And then next to it there's a cat's protection, so they're kind of side by side, but yeah, it's a nice one. When would it be possible to do some videos with scene papers? Yes, well, I've got my videos, but my cards are already in the booklet, but I'm sure we'll use them between now and yeah, whenever. They definitely get used. Sam, do you know when you might start on the baby card for your sister? Oh gosh, I've not even thought about it yet. I'm still waiting for her to give me the names of the people she wants to go to the baby shower. So yeah, no, I've not even started that. Probably won't be till next month. Okay, so I want to work backwards for a minute. Let me just do that's my 5, and then I want to do, what did I have there? 2, yeah. So I could do 2.5 and then a half, so it would all fit. That would be better actually. Okay, so we do, that would be 1, 2. I didn't think it would all fit, but it does, which is good. 1, 2, right. Because I did those with yeah, because I would rather that, and then I don't have to pull that over. Right, yeah, I've sorted it out in my head. Okay, so piece of 11 by 7, along the 11-inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 8 inches, and 10.5. And you want to fold the 2 inner ones, that's your 5-inch section, and then these 1/2 inch, just fold them in and then back out. These are like little hinges because you're going to add your other 2.5 on top of that. I've got a Sizzix magnetic base plate from Chad Shop. I already have one, so I've covered it in vinyl and I use it to store my ties on. That's good. Yeah, they're not cheap, all that kind of stuff, but they've got heaps of crochet. They've got every kind of craft, all your wool. I bought like light blue, so I bought some floss from there. And they've got lots of like vintage bits. They've got all of your embroidery hoops. They've got lights. They've got tons of die cutting, all the kits, hunky-dory, everything. And it's a group of ladies. They clearly love it, and it's beautifully displayed. Like I said, some of the prices you're a bit like, well, I can get that cheaper, like, you know, direct kind of thing, or brand new. So I think some of the prices are a little bit, but it's just nice to have a little mooch in there. Sam, when will your big? Oh, I don't know when the stock's being ordered, I'm afraid. What else did I miss there? No, I'm not caught up. So we've got our gatefold with the hinge. Then you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of 2.5 by 5 to stick on top. Did I say 2.5 by 5? 2.5 by 7. Hopefully I've caught that before people cut, because these are your doors. Sorry, I'm sure I said 2.5 by 5. It's 2 pieces of 2.5 by 7. Okay, so they are going to stick onto here. Okay, then you want to cut yourself 2 pieces of, because we want that to be 1/2 of 7, which is 3.5, then 2.5. Let me just double check. I think it's 3.5 by 3. Let me just double check. Just check that this is right. So it'd be that way. That will go there. That will go there. Yeah. So 2 pieces. Oh, I'm holding this. We'll stick this all down in a sec. Some people might just want to stop at this point. So 2 pieces of 3 by 3.5. And along the 3-inch side, you want to score at 1/2 inch on both pieces. Okay, so 3 by 3.5. And along the 3-inch side, score at 1/2 inch. Okay. Oh, Celine, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, bless you. Sending lots of love. And yeah, we're thinking of you. It can't be easy at all. Bless you. Okay, so we'll stick these bits down first of all, and then we can add all the other bits. So with your 2 sections here, I'm going to use the congratulations, the construction glue. You want to run it along the 2 tabs. We do one at a time. And then just sit this one over the top. So we're just extending it, so it's like a panelled gatefold. I've done lots of this style over the years. And again on this side. Okay. And if you bring it all in, just make sure they all line up, because that will be your 5x7 size to fit in your envelope. Okay, now these ones you're going to add your glue on this side here, and it's going to hook underneath there and then fold over. And I've done it at 3.5 so that it's half of the 7 inches, so it just looked in proportion, but you might want to make yours smaller, thinner, taller. It's entirely up to you. You'll see when those fold in, they will join up. So again, just a little glue all the way down, so. And then if you want to use your ruler, so you've got your 7, so it will be 3.5 is the middle. Just going to place that down, so you're looking at 1.5, is it? Oh no, 1 3/4 from each side. Well, I rolled that pretty well. So if you, once you get one in the right place, the other one you can just line up with it. She enjoyed watching lives and encouraging me to craft more. Well, that should be what keeps you going. That's your motivation and your way to help with the grief and the heat. Not heat. You heal in a way to cope, but if you know that she loved you doing all of that, and you know, then keep that close to you. You know. I must have cut that one a bit shorter because it's not quite meeting that one, but maybe a little bit short. It's okay. Once the belly band's on, you're not really going to notice that. But now you'll have this, okay? And then we want to add the other pop-ups. Now I'm not going to do these ones yet because I don't know what I'm going to stick on there. So we'll leave those ones to last, but I'm going to do all of these ones. So we'll start off with the bottom, which is 5.5 by 3. Okay, so these are 5.5 by 3. Now I think 5.5 by 3. I think I'm going to do, just write that one down, different colours now. 5.5 by 3. Because I want to use this blue. Before we stick onto this, you might want to stick your background on here, and I think I want to have this blue because it's going to be kind of like the sky in a sense. So I'm going to cut this just under 5 by 7 because I don't really want a white border, so I'm going to do 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. So it's just a smidge under that size. What do you want me to go over, Linda? Let me know. Sorry, got to go to hospital. Ram needs sort of something. No problem, Beryl. Take care. Yep, thumbs up, guys. Hey, Pippa. Hey, Shaz. Sam, just to tell you that I showed Kelly you opening your cards and presents, and when you said thank you to us, she blew your kiss. Oh, bless. Oh, Lynette, that's too cute. That's so sweet. Yeah, let me know what you need me to go over. I will be a bit quiet, but crocheting, but I'm here watching and listening. No problem. Thank you for being here. Do you need me to go over measurements? Do you want me to... What do you want me to go over? Because the card itself is kind of done now. All these are going to be additional bits that not everybody's going to want to add, so nothing to go over. I've written it down, thank you. I just can't cut and stick it. That's all right. I thought you wanted me to repeat. I know a lot of people, some people do craft along, but a lot of people write it down and do it later on. She's just so cute as she blows Monty kisses too. Very sweet. So that one's going to go right in the middle. So if you want to do your bigger border, then do 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I think I want to do I'm going to do the same. So I'm not going to have enough to cover. Oh, I might though, she says. I might have enough to cover the sides. I'll do them all. That would cover. No, it's not, is it? It's a little bit thin. Although I think I've got some more of this because I had the other kit. I might definitely do the inside ones. Actually, you won't really see the inside, so maybe I should do these ones. Yeah, we'll miss the sides. I'm going to then cut 2 more pieces that are, again, just under 2.5. So I'm going to do 2 3/8. That's already the right length, isn't it? Yeah. So 2 3/8. Okay, so 2 3/8 by 6 7/8, and I'm going to stick these ones on these ones here. Yeah, they fit nicely. I'm crafting but making yesterday's great fan thingy creation. Well, the lady who Mum followed, she just had accordion toot, and it was obviously in French as the title, and I thought, oh no, it needs to have a better name, so I said the accordion fan box card, I think. Avril has her notebook out. Hey Alex. I'm listening in whilst colouring with my new ho-hoo-hoo markers, loving them so far. Which ones did you get, Helen? Which oh-hoo-hoos? I just love the name. Such an accountant. Yeah, we'll be using the markers in a minute. I know a few of you went and got them. Like I said, I've only just started using them, so I hope you enjoy them too. But so far, I can't see why I'm not going to like them. I bought the ones you have as well. They are nice. Okay, got our base already. Yeah, I think when it's displayed like that anyway. You're not really going to see the sides. So let's do, I've got to kind of think ahead of the design and what I want to do for this, because that one I cut an aperture into it because I thought it would look nice to have, you know, maybe, let's have a look, let's bring in some of these images, to have one of the little gnomes. I think he would probably fit in there quite well, and then I could have a little toadstool. I've got a few bits still. These are obviously from my launch. I'm going to take these bits off and reuse them. It was just to get an idea before I realised I had some of this left. But you can see, you know, this should all look quite sweet when it's together. These little bits you can easily, you know, pop on the corners, have your nice sentiments, because there's a few sentiments here. Sending much love on your birthday, that would fit perfectly in there. You could stamp the butterfly, would fit perfectly in that one. I think even that would fit nicely in that section. So I think I'm going to do, because I want to do white as the matte layer, so I want to have a different colour card for these elements here. What do we think? I might do pink. I might do pink frame so it goes nice against that blue. Yellow would look nice as well. No, we'll do pink because the white I think would look nice. Let's see what we got. Quite a bit of this colour, and that would probably work. Yeah, see there, look nice against that. You want something that's not as heavyweight because you've got a lot of stuff going inside. So this is, that's like a 200, 220, 230 is going to be fine, but I wouldn't do 300 GSM for all of the workings inside. It's just way too bulky. Is this all? Oh, Kath, just seen your comment. So the white is 300 GSM, but the inside I'm going to go down in weight because it'd just be too much. I purchased the same hoo-hoo markers and had to send them back as one pen was missing, and I had double of them. Oh no! Maybe you had one that had been opened, or it was a return. So, what was that one? Will you still pursue those dreams? I think when we have the meeting about extras, because we've done the magazine at the minute, that's a bit of the focus and getting those out. I think it's still something that I would have, because I thought they were nice. There's nothing, you know, nothing wrong with those. But if there's other options that I could maybe look at that the factory can offer, then I would like to try and, yeah, still have a marker, definitely. Okay, so the first one I'm going to cut is 500. 500? Oh my god, 5.5 by 3. I'll do the 3 because that's the width. Keep all the bits because you'll be able to use those for the tabs, the other little pop-ups and stuff like that. Okay, so the first score for this one, so this is 5.5 by 3, and you want to score at, what was that one, half, so 1/2 inch, 1 inch and 5. Okay. At the minute, no, Kim, it won't be. It is Kim, isn't it? I always get you mixed up. No, you're DI Weddings. Talise, sorry. Not at the minute. Hey, Sue. Okay, so 1/2, 1 and 5. I'm going to fold and burnish all those score lines. And then we're going to stick this one. So you want the single tab, that's going to stick against here. The 2 1/2 inch tabs are going to be on the open end. So with all the bits I stick down, the one that's just got the 1 is always the one that's going to stick against a side. The other one is open, okay? Now I'm going to have this flush with the bottom, but you might want to not do all the rest and just have this in the middle, another one on top, and that be your only pop-up, because it will all stand up with all of this. So you can completely change the layout. You don't have to do it like mine. I just kind of just get adding to it. So I'm adding my glue all down that 1/2 inch section, keeping it laid flat against that fold, and it's flush with the bottom of the card here. And then just fold that over and let that grab. I babysat my granddaughters last night, 5 and 2 years old, and I'm still shutting. So I'm watching and die cutting. They do take it out of you. Charlie's a whirlwind when he's around. And then just carefully, when it's kind of stuck, bring it back and just fold it. But you want it to look like that. Okay. And now with this one, you just want to add your glue to the last section. Okay. And then there's a few ways you can do it. You can fold it all under like so and fold it down, or you can keep it open this way and just fold the glue one down. I'm going to go that way. I like to do it so it's closing, that way I know it's always going to close. So I'm folding everything under and then folding that. Again, keep it all lined up with the bottom and then stick it down. Just use your bone folder, something to go in there, just make sure everything's stuck down, and then just bring it back and go back that way as well. So now we've got our first pop-up. Okay, then the one on top of that is 2.5 by 4.5. Yeah, 2.5 by 4.5. Okay. And then along the 4.5 side, you're going to do the same again. So you'll have your 2 score lines on one side and then 1 on the other. So this one's going to be half, 1.5, and 3.5. Okay, so along that 4.5 side, you're going to score at half, 1.5, and 3.5. And again, just fold and burnish. My daughter's one today, I believe, where that year's gone. It does fly by. Made your inside out Valentine's card and used it as a focal point for my Valentine's gift. On my little craft store yesterday, guess what happened? What? Tell us, Hilary. Yeah, it has, and she's gone. Curly, whirly, just like, oh, I love curly hair. Question, the 2 outer tabs, when you fold the card close, should they over? No, they shouldn't. They sit parallel. They sit right next to each other. So these are 2.5. Well, they're 3 because you've got your tab. But the width here is 2.5. Okay, so again, you've got that one side with just one piece. That's always going to stick against something. And then these are your open side. So you're going to run your glue all down that 1-inch section. Now, you could have this flush with this piece, but I went to have it in the middle of it. So I'm just going to lay it down and just butt it up to there. So it's equally, you know, in the middle there, and then just bring this down first. So get this stuck on. You can see it's all nice and straight. Yeah, Hilary, come on. Someone took it, someone brought it. You had orders for it. That's my guesses. Yeah, 3.5, that one is score at half. Can't believe how quickly the Jan collection got to Ireland. It's a fab collection. Well, Simone, do you want to tell everyone else your little secret? So if any of you remember when we did the Christmas party, Simone had our honorary mention, let's say. She's like the unofficial design team. And I said to her she gets to choose 5 things. But it wasn't until later on when I was putting everything together and I thought she's got everything. So I've given Simone next month's collection, which she now has. So Simone is already playing with February's collection. So I thought it was only fair, really, because I thought, you know, what can you give someone that's got it all? So Simone has February's collection and she's loving it. And I think she's kept it a secret from all you ladies as well that she crafts with. So you'll probably be telling her off now for keeping the secret. Someone wanted to buy it, so I let it go. I've got to make another one. Oh, well, that's the best compliment, isn't it, you can have. So that's brilliant. So again, with this one, I'm folding both of those pieces under. So the side and the tabbed piece. Fold it under and then close the whole card down. So I prefer sticking everything when it goes flat and then you know it's going to go in your envelope. Lynn. They're all going to be on it, you know, Simone. But she's not allowed to share any of it, you see. That's the clause. She's got to wait until it launches. So she's doing some bits and bobs with it. Okay, so now we've got the bottom part. And now we can start on the top section. Now this is the one where I'm going to cut the other aperture in, but you might want to keep it plain like these ones and just add mats and layers, and that would look nice as well. So I've got 4, 5. Yeah, so this is a piece of 5 by 2 3/4. Okay, 5 by 2 3/4. And we're going to score along the 5-inch side at half. And what was that measurement? Sorry, just half and and oh, what have I got there? Half, and then that's 1.5. Half, and then 2, and then 4.5. Okay. I did insert Sneaky Pete. I'm so happy for you. Can't wait to see you created that. I'm so lucky. Enjoying getting videos sorted for when it gets released next month. She has kept it quiet. What a lovely thing to do, so I look forward to seeing her makes. Yeah, me too. What date is the February collection launch? So it's usually the first Friday of the month. I don't know what February's falls on. Well, I think it's like, hang on a minute, is it like the 9th or something? 8th or 9th? I don't know why, but Simone never pops up on my feed. I always have to go looking for her. I'm sure I'm just try unsubscribing, Laura. I've had that before. Or sign out of your YouTube. Unsubscribe from Simone if you are subscribed. Log out of your YouTube, log back in, and then resubscribe. Sometimes it needs a bit of a kick. And also click to make sure you've got it set that you get hers as like a default, and not just amongst all your other stuff, you know. So that was a piece again, 5 by 2 3/4, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 and 4.5. Now this is, like I said, I want to cut an aperture a bit neater this time, so I'm going to probably use a die that's got one just above, so I can create like a little frame as well. Yeah, I'll start the sneak peeks, don't worry. Is it the 6th? Yeah, whatever that one is. There we go, the 6th. So pop this. Oh, actually, I'll cut the aperture in a minute. Let's do that last piece, and then we can do all the additional little pop-ups if people want them. So this last one, you cut yourself a piece of 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So keep all these little bits because some of them will be the perfect size for the extra bits. And then this one, so this is, like I said, 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. Along the long side, you're going to score at 1/2, 1 and 2 3/4. 1/2, 1 and 2 3/4. Okay. It's for UK only, the DT, I'm afraid, Shirley. Otherwise, there's, yeah, Simone, and there's a big handful of some wonderful muckers who are outside who, yeah, would be great to be on the design team, but sadly, it's UK only, I'm afraid. We will look forward to you sharing your creative genius with us, Simone. Okay, what have I missed? I feel it was something important. Simone's got the February collection, so she's using it in preparation. But yeah, I'll do some sneak peeks later. Right, let's get the square dies. If you don't have nesting dies, because obviously I always like to keep these tutorials die free, use your trimmer and cut your frame, or draw around something and then cut it out. It might be a circle shape if you want. It doesn't have to be that size or shape. What ones do I want to use? That one. Let's try. Let's see what we got here. Right, let's find. They will work. I wanted one that had one that was a bit closer together, so I can do a thin little frame. It's more of a rectangle square. It's just slightly off, but I could go a bit higher up and then stamp something below. That one would probably work though. Then I could just cut a piece of card a little bit bigger and then cut it again. with this one, that would probably work. Little white frame. I think I'll go with that one. That's just some CCP nested square set, so we will use that. Sorry I'm late, just got home, I haven't missed too much. Almost built it, but we haven't done the decoration yet, so I've got the colouring to do. Salmon with the camel card, I have both dies, but not sure how to. So I've got the tutorial showing you how to use the mechanism, that's already up, Lynn. The camera one, I can't remember when it's scheduled, I thought I had that scheduled already to have gone out. I have to double check, it's already ready to go on my channel, so I have to double check. Yeah, then you'll have that one as well. Oh, where's my... Where the hell has my top plate gone missing? It's not there. Where's my top plate? I've taken that out. What have I done with that? Never lose my top plate. Bizarre. Does anybody know, where would you put a top plate? Oh, there. It's on the floor. It must have fallen off when I didn't realise. Bizarre. Right. I think I'll have this Snoopy, not going to have Snoopy, it's because I was going to use peanuts and then I was like, no, I want to use my own stuff. This will be enough room for the little gnome to poke his head out of. Yeah, it must, I don't know, when that fell out. Right, so that one. Now I'm going to go there, and then that one is going to go next to it there. So again, add your glue to this side where you've just got the one tab. Now I had this one flush with the top. I think I'm going to bring it so it's more in the middle of this one and the top of the card. But if you want to have it at the top, you may then want to put a little sentiment running through the middle. Oh, actually, I kind of like that idea. Yeah, what sentiment? A friend like no mother. See, they would all fit in there. To know you is to love you. Maybe I'm going to go flush with the top. So then I've got space for that. So again, I'm just laying it down so it's flush with the top of the card. So it's nice and straight and it's butted up to that score line. And then close the card. No, got it now. Cleared on the 19th. What are we today? 20th today? 21st? Yeah, hopefully it'll be soon. Oh, hang on a minute. Why is that feeling wrong? No, what have I done? I've cut this piece wrong. Guys, I've cut it wrong. And if you stuck it down, don't be alarmed. We're going to cover it all. It's still going to stick over there, but that shouldn't be 1/2 inch. It needs to match this. Should be 1.5. Apologies there, there's always one. Right, so let me just, so that should be 1.5. So this should be a piece of 6 by 2 3/4. Sorry. Have to do that all again. 6 by 2 3/4. I mean, you still could have used it, you just would have had to have stuck it in slightly differently, but I'd rather it look like all the rest. So this will be, yeah, 1.5. Okay. So along the 6-inch side, it will be 1.5, 4, and 5.5. Okay, because I know some of you are writing this down. So apologies, just to change that piece, but it's 6 by 2 3/4. Scored at 1.5, 4 and 5.5. Okay, now I'll look for my rectangle dies and we can have a slightly bigger aperture. Oh, mind you, no, that's, is it? No, we're showing about, that's still the same. I'm losing the plot here. It's because there's so many measurements with this card. Make sure I get it all right. Nearly done, and then we can do the fun part of colouring in and decorating. And we're on track for time. I always like to get the card done within the first hour, and then we've got the next hour, hour and a half for decoration. So be careful when you fold this one if you have cut into it. Right. So again, still adding your glue all to that side. That open side. And I can just line it back up again. This is straight with the top. And close that over. Okay. Mum and Dad's just given me a super early birthday present, a deep fill pie maker. Recipes, please. Oh, I love my pie maker. I did a chicken and leek the other day, and that was delicious. There's a, I think, what was that? On BBC Food, and they've got loads of nice pie recipes, and they're all free. Yeah, that's better. And then just add your glue just on that little tab. And then again fold the side and that little tab, and then this whole piece over. Pie maker is exactly that. It makes pies. So you just buy your pastry, or make it if you do like to make it, but buy your short crust or your puff pastry. Well, it'd be short crust if you're lining it. You line it. It gives you the top and the bottom, you know, to cut the right side from your pastry. So you cut your base, put it in, fill it with your filling, and then put the pie top on, and then you close it. And I think it's like 10-15 minutes, and you've got a lovely pie. Beautiful. Okay, so now you can see how that's all looking. Pretty cool. And then again with this one, you're going to add your glue to that single side. And then I'm lining this one up in the middle of this piece. And then close that. Keep in mind I'm in the US. So what would you call a pie then in the US? I'm intrigued. No, sandwich maker's different again. But it works in the same principle as that, if that's what you mean actually. I can live off pies. Not a fan of corned beef hash. Reminds me too much of my childhood. Not a fan. Okay, so again the glue on there, and then fold the whole piece under, just like all the others, and fold it down. Just make sure every single one, as you go to fold them down, they all fold flat. You can see how it all fits in that card. They're usually fruit filled. See, we would call that a tart. Well, I would down here. If it was a fruit filled pastry, or like, yeah, pastry, it would probably more than likely be a tart, like a custard tart, jam tart. They're all that kind of shape. They're like a bottom of a pie without the lid. But then you've got a mince pie, which is just like a pie as well, because that has a lid on it. It's funny how we all call things different things, isn't it? Okay, so now we've got all of our pop-ups there. Now I'm going to add, no, I think we're going to colour in now, and then I can decide on the pop-ups here, the pop-up in there, but how I want to decorate. So I want to do a white layer for this one. So it's going to be 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Two and a quarter by 1 3/4, and then that will go there. We have fruit pies, savoury pies in the US, and the same as you guys in the UK. There we go. Well, the common use of a tart is something different. We call it that as well. This is why it's, yeah. I've been called a tart in the past, you know. So yeah. I feel like a tart only has pastry on the bottom with a lid on. It makes it a pie. Yeah, I would think the same as well, to be fair. If it's inside pastry, it's a pie regardless. If fruit or savoury, exception is a jam tart. But then you've got a mince pie and that has a lid on. And that's, oh no, yeah, sorry, you're saying if it's in a pastry, it's a pie. Yeah. The exception of a jam tart. I'm in the US, we have pies, tarts, etc., but I don't know what a pie maker is. Yeah, so it's an appliance. Makes a pie. That's why it's called the English language. A flan, oh god, don't. Quiche. Why is it a quiche? Is that because it's egg? No lid is a tart, lid is a pie. I love these conversations. Right, that one, and then this one I'm going to do 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then I know what size my images can be and how I want my little layout and story to kind of be. That one. And then this little one is going to be 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. You can go a bit bigger if you don't want as much of a border. Do 1 5/8 squared, you know, just go up 1 if you want. That would be cute with just like the butterfly in it. Okay, I'm tempted to actually back this one as well, so I can almost have 2 things in it. So I'm going to put some card in the back of this. So it's 2 by 2 3/4, but I'm going to bring it in just a little bit so it fits. So 2, that won't fit. I'm happy to go through any of these measurements for anybody that needs it. Just a little bit under, because then I can stamp something in the background and then the pop-up on top will look cool. That's like created a whole, you know, separate little window. Yeah, I like that. And then I might do, so I could add those into there as well, because I've got enough. So I think I'm going to cut myself 2 more pieces. So these are going to be 2 and 3, because I'm doing that little border. 2 and 3 by 3 and 3. And that's how it's going to be displayed open, so that'll look nice. with the characters and whatever on there as well. Sorry, I'm probably missing loads of the chat. It's just there's lots of bits to this, so I just want to make sure I get it all right. Yes, please, for top matte layers, making a sample. Top matte layers. Top matte layers. These. So we've got this one here is 1.5 squared. This one here is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4, and this one is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then that piece is the same size as the shape. I just brought it in a little bit. Is anyone else seeing a kitchen in that layout? Looks like kitchen cabinets. There you go. To a little kitchen scene. It's funny, isn't it, when you do something and then it starts to look like something else. Are you crafting along, Laura? Do you need me to repeat? Right. Now we can start decorating. I might even stamp one on the side there directly, because even if the alcohol ink bleeds through a bit, it's on the back, you're not going to see that. Just watch. Okay. Right, let's start stamping and colouring. So we can get an idea. Like I said, I kind of like, so here, one of them could go there, we could go inside. Got to have the toadstools, so I need some more of those coloured in. If I lay out with the stamps where I want stuff to go, then I won't stamp too many things and colour too much. Kind of like that one in that space. And the toadstools would be nice to have like overhanging. Let's do am I back? Sorry guys. Hello. Oh, cool. That's the good thing with YouTube. If you cut off, it lets you go back in. My battery went. I didn't put it on charge. My fault. My bad. Don't worry, I didn't do anything different. Right, so let's crack on with the colouring. I just wish it would give you a warning. I mean, I know it gives you a warning, but I can't see. But I wish it'd, like, I don't know, make a little noise or something. Do we know if iPhones do that? Can you set it so it can give you a little noise if the battery's going? Is it always, well, not always happens, but it does happen to me. I'm usually pretty good, but I forget. Right, that one I want to do a little bit of layering. So we'll do these ones first. No, it was me. Welcome back. My battery went, sorry guys. Those ones, do the little butterfly. So, who's enjoying the Fest kit so far? What do you guys think? And obviously, you know, any feedback I'm always open to. as it evolves and becomes whatever it will be. But yeah, let me know. Try and get, I think I want to keep him straight. Excuse me. There, I think. And just get it in, just squeezed in there. I love it. Very cute. Love the kit. Let's excited for the next one. Not used it. Been poorly. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Has anyone watched Netflix Man? Netflix Man on Inside. Has anyone watched? Oh, it's on Netflix called The Man on the Inside. Is that what you mean? I was like, what's the Netflix Man? Not got far yet, but love the card ideas. Oh, you've not used it yet? Is that what you mean? I haven't used it yet, but I have tons of ideas. Oh, nice. Good. I'm pleased. If you're saying you haven't used it, I love this kit. We can all be Sam's alarm. That one. Oh, like I said, every one will have a focal die, and yeah, it will always have, you know, a featured die set in it. But the configurations may change. You might have a smaller stamp set, but two, you might have other things in it. Just want to change it up as well. A bit like Papercraft Society was. You know, it varied at times. But your booklet and what I offer and stuff will be the same. Like the extra bits you get from it. I need to do another one of those flowers. Made your inside out craft movement. Oh, great idea. Oh, you like that. It's good, that one, Linda. I enjoy that one. And eventually I want them to, I'll probably end up stopping the promotion of the other magazines. I've already dropped Die Cutting Essentials. I might drop Simply Cards and Papercraft and just keep Creative Stamping, just so I've got then more time to use these, like on Wednesdays like I'm doing now, plus all the VIP exclusive stuff. But it'd be nice to do some more regular stuff with it. Mask this. I'll use, I only need to really mask the one side. It doesn't matter too much what it looks like. We've got post-it notes and stuff, then use those. Copy paper's always fine though. Something a little bit lighter weight. You can keep these as well. If you do them in like a paper rather than a post, you can get quite a few more uses out of them. That'll be okay. one more a bit higher. How do I look like? Oh no, that's my... Wait, I'm a little bit. My chat was quite high then. Why is that gone like that? Do I need to move you down a bit? Is that better? Sorry, I was a little bit off camera then. What will be for thumbs up? 133 and there's 170 of you in chat. If you've not done your thumbs up, if you don't mind doing so, it would be much appreciated. It's funny, I say that and then 30 dropped. Are there 30 people here who don't want to give me a thumbs up? How bizarre. That's hilarious. Well, it is what it is. Right, that's my little scene to go behind the other gnome. Oh, and then I just want to stamp her directly on. Let's just give that a bit of a better clean. Sorry, I just want to try and do this one. I'm going to have to do it that way. And I might do another butterfly as well. Let's do one of the smaller ones. And the ladybug, that will look quite cute to have bits of the scene. We do the little butterfly. There. Cool, and then we'll do some extra butterflies. I'll stamp that separate. Butterflies and the ladybug on this side. Not let me completely, oh, that's okay. So we do and that one. The little markers there. Let's try and get rid of that. Okay, right, from the sentiment, that is everything that I need stamping for the minute anyway. Plus I've got some extra bits there if I need anything. I can always use those. Right, let me zoom you in a little bit closer. And we can start colouring it in. So let's do all of this first. So I do tomato and the coral. Coral and tomato, yeah. Try and keep up with the chat as well. Hopefully you can see this. Okay. It's finally stopped raining. Go into any of the white space. If you've got a gel pen, you can always go over it, or you can use Tipp-Ex as well. It's always handy to have in your stash. The Tipp-Ex pens are better than the brush for like detail and stuff. Yeah, this is just like a little story. I don't know what to call this. Storybook? No. Story block. I don't know. What can we call this card? It's just it's evolved from another style, but I don't know what to call it. What? Gel pen. These aren't gel pens. These. Oh, do you mean these ones? The white. Sorry. Yeah, because I just mentioned it. These are the jelly rolls. So they're from Sakura. They're really good. They're really opaque. There's quite a few on the market now. You just want to look for, if you just put in a white opaque gel pen, marker pen, you want something with a fine nib. As long as it's opaque, then it'll be good. You're welcome. These are the Kala ones, Kaala, and it's set A, I think. It's set A and set B. I'm going to get the next set next month. Just didn't want to get it all and then maybe be a bit disappointed, but I think yeah, really nice. They're a good price. I got them when they were £23. So I don't know, for 60, so I don't know. It was like a January kind of discount, I guess. I had some Christmas Amazon vouchers. I don't know what the normal, everyday kind of price is. But that seemed like a steal, really, for 60 markers. Got a brush nib as well. If it bleeds a little bit like that, that's because the red was still kind of drying. Once this is dry, the first layer, you can go over it again. Right, what mushroom colour? Putty was quite a good one. I think that's what I used. Taffy. Putty. It's better if I bring these out into the light and I can actually see what I'm doing. Putty. Go over that again in a minute and do a bit more shading. Touch all those up. I want to do a bit of drop shadow as well. I'm going to do these red as well. I know you probably do them another colour, but I'm just going to stick with the easy colours. I saw some of you on the group, you have stamped and coloured loads, like tons and tons. I was like, oh my gosh, that must have taken ages. Just looks numbers and they vary from 23 to 29. Okay. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I may treat myself to some new markers. £36.99 normal price. I got mine on one day deal for £18.49. Gosh, that's good. That's really good. That's a good thing with Amazon though. If you put stuff in your basket, it sends you little alerts when things drop in price. So it's worth just putting it in your basket and then seeing what alert come through. These ones. The yellows I use for this are the two lightest ones, so the buttercup and the olive. No, not buttercup. I've read the wrong one. So I'm thinking, why is that olive? It's primary and lemon. And I've got them here. I was thinking that didn't sound right. I read the wrong side. Primary and lemon. Did you do a tutorial for the camera? Yes, I have. I was saying earlier that it's. I thought it had already scheduled to go up, but I need to have a check it. But yeah, I have. Cool, great. I'm just going to use this. Just add a bit of a drop shadow. And then the greens, I like these two together. The bun green and bud green even, and the vivid. Oh, we got another Capricorn in the chat. Who's that for? To Sharon. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Sharon. I'll do this one. Are you doing anything nice? Is it a big birthday or? Over the edge there, but it doesn't matter. What colour should we do these? Should we add a bit of blue in? Should we add some more green? We've got the greens there. Just want to stick with these kind of same colours really. Although we've got that pink, I should bring in a little bit of that corally. What have I got that would match near to that pink? Pastel rose, not a bad shout. Angelo pear. I need to do a little white frame as well. Let's just see. It's not too bad. We do, because we've got her, where is she? Oh, she's actually on the card, isn't she? Let's do her. Yeah, that'd be cute. And she can have on a little, could do yellow hair, little plaits. Yeah, the swatch comes with them. You get two. You get the one that's just like a computer swatch, so they're not like true to it, and then they give you that one to actually do a more of a, you know, proper colour to them. Do the yellow. Do the green. No, grey. Cute. What colour should we do our jacket? I used the daisy sunflowers for a 30th thank you card and they turned out so pretty. Oh, nice. You didn't see my comment, but won't she bleed? No, I said earlier if it bleeds through, you're not going to see it anyway. It's not on display. It's the back of the card. We don't care what the back of the cards look like in this in this household. Let's say. Got the waiting to see how the prices rise due to possibly it's all going off again, isn't it? Oh, I'm on the big screen. Nice. Dark blue. Nice. Yeah, that could work. What we got then? We've got the pastel, and then we do the pastel with the sapphire, maybe. Yeah, we'll do the sapphire. Sapphire. Do a little white collar. Could always put another piece of cardstock on the back if you're really bothered though. Or you could just stamp her separately, cut her out and stick her on. Or just leave it blank. It's entirely up to you. That's the bow. Cute. I'll just do a little bit of shading. Yeah, it's nice to have blues that like all work and blend together because the tri-blends just really, I don't know, miss that. Right, what did I use for the skin tone? The warm grey. You got a skin white as well, but that's a bit more pinky. Warm grey, I think, is a bit more. It's a bit more of what I would. Was closer anyway. That doesn't. Oh, that's the warm grey. Different number. There's two numbers. You want the 140. This is warm. See, just think that's a bit closer to my natural skin colour. Little brown shoes. We'll do potato brown. Potato. What colour bow? We'll just do the grey net and brown. was lots of chat. Got some white droppings yesterday. They work well. Good. Good. Oh, yeah, that's the warm grey, and then where's my normal grey? Full grey. I'll use that just on the shirt. And then the bows. I want to do a bit more, slightly darker pink on her hat. So that was pastel. So let's do. The rose is a little bit darker, but only slightly. Let's see. That's the rose. Oh, it looks really dark. Is that a different rose? Oh no, it is the same one. I'm going to just do a little bit then, just a very little light, thin line, and blend that in. That'll be enough. Bow's the same as the hat, okay. I bought my first lot of daffodils today. I nipped out this morning and got some daffodils. My hyacinths are all coming out. I've got a few of them all in bulbs, in pots in the house, which look really cute. And it's just feeling like we're coming out of winter now, which is nice. Happy with her. She looks very cute. I think for the butterflies, I'm just going to do them all yellow. And I'll put a bit of marigold through the middle. Is it marigold? 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 Yeah, marigold. Which is this one. That would be yellow as well. And then a little ladybug. She can do the same reds. And then we do some grey and black. Cool grey and neutral grey, I think. Cool grey and neutral grey. Neutral grey. No, I want neutral. No. Warm grey. Neutral grey. There we go. And cool. Just got back from school wearing wet and cold and bright. It's miserable everywhere, isn't it, at the moment? Just saying though, it's starting to feel inside my home anyway a little bit more spring-like with the daffodils that I brought earlier. I've got my hyacinth bulbs, all different colours. They are beautiful, those. Yeah, it's bled through, but like I said, you could put a piece of paper easily over the back of that, so I may well, I might not. So they're done for that part. that's going to go. I'm just going to start sticking bits in, and then I can decide if I'm going to need more. Just need to colour those 2 little gnomes in as well. Just lay some of this stuff in. I know I'm zoomed in still, because I've still got more colouring to do, but I'll line that up with the top actually, and then I'll cover the bottom. Yeah, I have to cover that bottom bit because I've cut it a bit smaller. It's not quite meat in there, but I've got decoration to go there anyway, so you're not going to notice that. They look cute. And then let's do this one. So again, we'll do it the same yellow so they all match. Yeah, once everything, we've started doing the extra pop-ups, it's going to look nice. So when you start building it, it all comes together. I don't know what day it was, but it was raining so bad all day. Of course, I've got a dog who hates going out in the rain. It got to the 7th attempt to go outside when he finally committed. I had to put his raincoat on him. I had to put his raincoat on before he would go out, and he was still reluctant then, bless him. But yeah, he hates it. I'm going to drop shadow on some of these. So yeah, that was interesting. And he's so good, he will not go indoors. The day that dog goes indoors, he will be so poorly that he's cut short. He just didn't have enough time to get out, because he is just, yeah, he won't go. I've got to do it on these. I'll just go through a little bit. Just a little bit of extra detail. It was really raining out. Our dog, who loved going outside, would look up at my husband and turn around. That's what Monty does. Yeah, usually it's on the 3rd attempt to go out, with it just being normal weather, but this was proper raindrops, you know, hammering down. He was just not having any of it, and yeah, it took him a long time to build up the courage. Right, this little one, I think we'll do green hat. there? Something from Jenny? No, mother-in-law. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Jenny. It's hard, isn't it, at times? Everything's just, I don't know how you manage it, but then one day we look back at what we've gone through in life and just wonder how the hell we've done it all. But if I can be a good distraction, then, you know, I'm glad you can take your mind off things for a little bit. Which one was it I just did for the skin? Yeah, it is the warm grey, isn't it? Warm grey, yeah. Do a little flower in his hand as well. What colours are you using, please, Sam? Oh gosh, all sorts. I'll hold up all of these that are in front of me in a minute, because they're the ones that I've been using. We both have grey beards. Two little pink flowers on him to match all the others. Next door's got a new puppy. They had a puppy a year ago. I think she lost 2 dogs, so I think she's got 3 now. But she's got a puppy, 10 weeks old, when I was coming back Sunday afternoon. She was carrying it whilst out with her family, but she was walking the other dog and just carrying that one because it was still waiting for the other jabs. And it is a Beagle Jack Russell cross, possibly? Or was it a Beagle and a Collie cross? Anyway, it was absolutely beautiful. It was just so cute. I was like, oh my god. And then I come in and Monty was like, what have you been touching? So he could smell Bo all over me. And then obviously this other dog. And then Phoenix, which is the lurcher, which is a rescue, I think. He was a lurcher something cross, and he's beautiful as well. Yeah, gorgeous dogs. So I think they're all getting to know each other. Had to come into my computer room to get on the big screen, phone screen. Too small to catch everything. But you can imagine Monty against the lurcher. He's like 1 and he's massive. I like Irish wolfhounds. I was saying to my mum, and my mum agrees as well. If I had loads of space, like a big, like a few acres and stuff, I'd have big dogs. I love, they're like Newfoundland, but they've got like tan, black and white. What are those called? I adore those dogs. They are lovely. So yeah, no, I still would like to, but I'm just gonna wait for a bit now, I think. Wait till everything's done. I mean, old Albert, bless him, oh, the wrong colour. Poop. Albert came about purely by fluke. I wasn't really looking for one, but because of the situation with him, I was like, I'll have him. So yeah, there is a blending one here. They're colourless. There you go. Just looking for that, just so I can drop this a bit. I'm going to add the grey over this anyway, just to kind of get rid of that. So I will do. Burmese. Oh, Sharon, they're just beautiful. They are just stunning dogs. And I watch a lot of there's a thing called Doggy Styling, which is a Instagram and YouTube account, TikTok account, and it's a groomers, dog groomers. I mean, brilliant name. But the narration on those videos is hilarious. And yeah, they had one on the other day, and I was like, oh, you are just a love. The more space, Sam, the easier for them to get that trip. Tez knows oh so well What colour for the hat? Should we do blue on him? Because we've got the blue on her dress. So let's bring a bit of the blue in to him. We'll do the blue. But yeah, I mean, Great Dane. They're beautiful. I know they come with lots of problems. Like all dogs have got different things that they can, you know, get. But there's a guy I said before, he lives in the same street as where Monty goes, and he takes in fosters Great Danes. He's got his resident Great Dane, so his actual one, but they go to him for like training, and I think foster actually is probably what he does, because he had one in the car about a year ago, and it was jet black, and his car is black, and he was sat with the boot open, and I could see the dog, and it was huge. And once my eyes like got used to what I was looking at, I was like, oh my goodness. And he was a puppy, but he was scared of cars. So he was just sitting him in the boot with the boot open. He was just sat there with him, doing nothing else apart from just sitting there. So I went over and said hello, and he was just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, slobber. All the big dogs do, don't they? That's what I mean. If I had a big enough house, they could almost like have their own slobbery room, you know. You just got loads of space and stuff. You don't kind of mind so much. I couldn't have that in this little cottage. It'd drive me insane. And all the hair and stuff. I need to have the proper environment for them. Like Ash's house. Look at what he's got. He's got like a dog haven. That place is incredible. The only thing that really puts me off giant breeds is that they don't tend to have enough. No, it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's true, because I think Great Danes is something like 5 to 10 years or something like that. Lee Asher, yeah, love Asher House. My other half is scared of dogs, and my favourite's a German Shepherd. It's a beautiful German Shepherd just down the road. Between here, my neighbours, they don't have dogs, but their daughter does, I think. So when she comes around, there's a couple of cockatoos in the garden. That side of me, they've got 3 or 4. Obviously, I've got Monty. Across the road, they've got Misty, the long-haired sausage dog. And next door to them, they've got a big dog. Down the road, there's a German Shepherd. I think they say like 1 in 3 now, although here it's 2 in 3. But I think there's, yeah. So, hold up, take a screenshot. They are all the colours. You can pretty much see, you know, the lighter green and the darker green are together, the light blue and the dark blue. Sorry, I've just come over a bit there. The reds, you can see the pinks and the browns and the yellows. So hopefully you just take a screenshot. Oh, sorry, hang on, let me come back down. It takes a while for my screen. There's a 10-second delay, I've realised. YouTube told me. So, there maybe. I'm just coming up again. Right, there, take your screenshot. And there's all the names. I go by the names rather than the codes. But some of the greys, there's like a warm grey, but it will have one code, and there's another warm grey with another code. Okay, right, there you go. So people have done that. Right, let's fussy cut this one and this one and this one. Oh, let me just do the drop shadow on that one as well. And then we can get the last of the little pop-ups. And the decoration finished. Oh, shall I let me zoom out a little bit, because I am... Okay. And my high street is very dog friendly. Which is great for me. Every shop pretty much it allows the dogs in. They all offer them treats. All the cafes. That is nice that the colour names are on the markers. I think all markers do, don't they? All the ones I've ever had have always had the names on. Tri-blends have only had names, they didn't have codes, and then the other ones I had, Creative Craft products, they had the name and the code. Maybe the more professional ones just have the codes, I don't know. I need to get some more alcohol markers. I only have one shade of grey. It's good to have a few greys. It's good to have a blue grey as well, because a blue grey is really good for like icy scenes. You know, snow, for adding like a drop shadow to like you know, snowballs, a snowy scene. You can just run a a line of cool blue or blue white along it, and that just really helps like lift it a little bit. If you've just got a snowman to colour, if you just put a ring of like a cool bluey grey around, it just really lifts it. I think, oh, and then this one. I need to get sent on that one. Alcohol marker's my favourite, tastes way better than who's oh, Mike. Hello. Just seeing Avril Long, Mike. Oh no, Mike's in the chat. Mike is Simone's husband, for anybody, because if some of you might be new here and be like, who's this imposter? He's kind of like, he doesn't craft paper crafts anyway, not that I know of. He's just like an honorary mucker. A token mucker. So yeah, just take Mike with a pinch of salt. Thank you for the tip, you're welcome. Yeah, hubby has just lit the wood burner. Oh, nice. I want to be stalker. The ones in the States have an NG1 R10 numbers made on. Oh, okay. What brand's that then? Maybe Copics. I think Copics do actually, don't they? Oh, hey Benita. I didn't see you in the chat. Sorry if I've ignored you. But she's thought, how rude. How bloody rude. Let's put that one in there. So for anybody joining, this is the card we've got, and we're going to add some more pop-ups to it. It all folds up, and we're going to have pop-ups on there. I've got to add a pop-up in there, and then obviously all this other decoration. So I want to have him in here, I think, on a little pop-up there. As long as he's got room, yeah, he will do. So he just lifts up a little bit more. And then these ones, I think I'll do the white on here. I'll do that colour for in there, because that will kind of blend in, but the white I think will blend in better on there. So we'll do this pop up in there first. So I've got mine as 1/2 inch wide, and then you want to do, depending on how much you want to come out, so let's just see who's there. I'm going to do, I did 1/2 and 1, so 2.5. So this is 1/2 by 2.5. Okay, and then I'm going to tangle with my scoreboard. And then along the 2.5, if you score at 1/2 inch, 1.5 and 2. Okay, 1/2 inch, 1.5 and 2. Fold them all to the mountain folds. And it's the same as these bigger pieces. okay, but this time we're attaching it inside there. Now, depending on what it is you're going to have attached, the position of it may vary. You might have yours right at the bottom, but because his arm is the wider kind of part, I need that to stick onto there. So just kind of gauging where he is. So mine's going to stick about there. So I'm going to add my glue. Frozen again. No, I'm here. Don't scare me. I'm very much here. So this one, I'm going to, it's a little bit fiddly. If you know what you're doing ahead of time, then you can put this in first, this piece. But because not everybody's going to do this, I didn't do it in that order. But you can see I'm just sticking it onto that side first. Okay, so it's just for now, it's just butted up to the fold. Okay, and then again, just add your glue to the very end on the other section. And if you fold those under, you can close the whole thing down. Sound gone? Anybody else? Anybody else say my sound's gone? Feeling a little low since yesterday when we had to say goodbye to Diesel, our cat. Benita, I'm so sorry. I know how much your cats mean to you. Sending lots of love, a big hug, because I know it's really hard for you to have done that. Okay, so now that one's in place, and then I can just add a little glue, and then I can stick him on. You just want to make sure that when you close it, that whatever it is that's in there isn't catching. I just thought he'd be a nice little extra pop-up within a pop-up. Ah, cute. He's got a little background there as well. And then we're going to have the sentiment along there, and then I think little bits like this can, you could even put little toadstools, can go behind there if you want. Actually, ooh, we could go there. Would that still close? I think it would. There's no reason why it shouldn't. No, so I might pop them. Yeah, let's pop them on there. You know what I didn't do is some more stamped of those toadstools. I might stamp a couple extras. How cute's that? It's all starting to come together now. So then these ones, I want to have the flowers on, but I'm going to do white card. So if you do, again, I think 1/2 inch is going to be fine for me in terms of its thickness. And I think I'm going to do the same as before. So I think I'm going to do the 1, 2.5 again. No worries, Mike. See you later. Sound okay, sound okay. So again, you're going to do 1/2 inch, 1.5 and 2. And then these are going to go either side. If you've got something bigger and you just feel you need more support, then just make it thicker and not the 1/2 inch. But I think the size is going to be plenty for these little areas. These ones are going to stick there. Is that the right order? Oh no, I had them inwards. I guess it doesn't really matter. So they can be in on that section or in on that section. So you could have them on this side or face it that way. I think I'm going to have them there actually. Just see. As long as when it closes everything, because that will push them out. So you just want to make sure that when they get pushed out, they still stay within this space. I think that's going to be fine. So just add a little glue again, stick it in the middle. Oh no, actually with these I'm going to have mine more towards the bottom because of the design, because I've got the flowers. Yeah, we'll do that. And again, then the open end, oh, it's just come off. I didn't give that enough time to stick. There we go. I'll show you again with this one. So just fold and burnish. And the one that's just got the one little tab on the end, just a little glue. I'm going to have this same kind of side again, so I'm just sticking this onto this side here. Okay, just up to that score line, and then add your glue on the other end. Just like before, if you fold those both over, you can just close that way. So loud. Dotty, someone after. Oh, someone else has said. Hello, Dotty. What was Dotty saying? Thank goodness my sound on video is good. Have a French bulldog on the lap snoring so loud, and a mastiff. Oh, so I thought you said I'm loud. I was going to say no one's ever said I'm too loud. They always say I'm too quiet. So I was shocked. There we go. So there's our pop-ups on that side. So now I can have that one. Again, when it pushes out, you just want to make sure that it stays. So that's best set back there a bit. And then I'll have the rope on that side. Got a mastiff. Again, they're another lovely breed. Just do a little test. Oh, you know why? Oh no, that is correct. I was getting panicked then, thinking I've done it on the wrong side. That's going to have to that's the only thing with sticking something there. You just got to make sure, yeah, that it all overlaps. We've got a lot of pop-ups going on in here. But it's hopefully coming on nicely. So you can put that over to cover that as well if you don't want to see the workings. I want to do a little white frame on that one. Could have other bits on there, as long as it's all, you know, just like hidden. It should be enough. What about, I like that, Shirley, what about just a bunch of pop-ups? Cute. Let's do a little frame quickly for this one. Conscious on the time. I'm not in a rush like that, to be fair, but actually, no, well, if I cut this first, because I don't have the next size up frame, I'll cut this first. I've still got some more I want to add to it. I'm not done yet. Pop-tastic. Okay. Yeah, what's the saying? It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's just a bunch of pop-ups. And then I can just do a thin little frame. So if I use, what should I use as my gauge? Use the side of that. Yeah, that's a good. Well, I've been watching Hijack. I've never watched it before with Idris Elba. So I watched the first series, and I'm starting to watch the second series. It was good. I didn't think it would be as good as I thought actually, but I liked the first one. I do quite like him actually. His movies are quite good as well. It's just going to strengthen this piece a little bit more as well. Right, let's get our little sentiment in, because then we can build up on top of that once that bit's in place. I use that piece, it looks good enough, and I've got it all piling up around me. I might just use my big words for the front, new home on the front, or welcome home. No, your new home. That can go on the belly band. I'm going to binge watch Hijack once it's done. I really like this card. I'm still seeing the kitchen. I think it would make a brilliant card for my sister-in-law who loves to make birthday cakes. Nice. Add that off to that side actually. Look cute. That's the word I was trying to think of, being effective. Sorry, I can't keep up, there's all different chats going on. Cute, it looks so nice when it's displayed. I love all these bits. Right, let's do, I think I'll put that one on there. Might add a few more leaves on the other one. Parade of pop-ups. I think that could be cute up there. That's flush with the top. I just need to make sure it's just a little bit facing down. I think with the Peanuts collection though, this would look good because it's a bit like a comic, a 3D comic sketch. You could even cut an aperture in this one as well, and an aperture in that one, and really, you know, really 3D. I think that would look good. That's quite nice, because if that folds that way, yeah, I might overhang that. So it's like the leaf to the flower. Just snip that. Just overhang it a little bit. This is another little 3D part. Would be great. Imagine it all in black and white. That would look really cool. Let's do, you can go on there. You can have one just plain on there actually. Might save that one for the front with the toadstool and that greenery. That can go on the front. I think that's everything there. Yeah, I think I'll stop there. That's how it looks displayed. Cute, isn't it? I'm trying to get ahead this year with cards making, but I say that every year. Really give the front, yeah. You could just stamp them all in black and white, do all of this in black and white. I think it'd look really effective. Yeah, just because of these mushrooms here, they've got to go above that square for it to all fold flat. So belly band is going to have to be, I wonder if I've got that light blue, something that would match. Not really, it's dark. Oh, hang on a minute, it's this one here. Maybe I'll do the pink. I'll do the pink again. Yeah, I'll do that pink actually. And I can tie that in. I can always add to it again later if I need to. Isn't that colour? Yeah. So I think I'll do my belly band. How thick do I want a belly band? Let's do, that's 3.5. It'd be nice to have the white between. So I think I'm going to do 2.5. 2.5 thick belly band. Thank you, thanks everybody. And I might colour another gnome after the live, I won't do it, with all of the colours in to tie this all together on the front. I just want to wrap it around. I don't want to like really pull it. I just have to help it over. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'll grab my big birds. Wishes home, that's the one I want. Let's do, yeah, new home. A little gnome with another flower. And I'll show you it all in my pictures on, I'll share it in the group. What colour should I cut that? Yeah, I'll do sneak peeks when I'm done. We do white with this piece, and then blue. Do a dark, no. I think maybe the same colour again, pink. I'm going to use the same pink again just so it all keeps it tied together, because I'm going to add, I've got those little bits there, the toadstool and a gnome. That'd be a nice backdrop for it. Oh look, just fits. Don't you just love it? You don't have to cut into a whole another piece of card. Need holographic card. Yeah, I've got loads. I've used that on everything. Use my stomach there, rumbling, if you heard that. I know some of you with headphones in, you hear everything. I'll do that there. I can have the gnome on that side. Do the one with the flowers. That gnome can be there. And I've got these little bits. And like I said, I'll stamp a couple of other toadstools. Maybe another flower. But you get the idea. I think that'll look cute. So that's how the belly band will look on the front. And that I'll put all the colours that we've used inside on the front. I think that looks sweet. I've got that toadstool as well. Could have that coming out underneath. So it'd be something like that anyway for the front, but just to give you kind of a rough idea of how that looks. But I can't stand for too much longer because I've got to check my emails and finish my work, normal stuff. Check that nothing needs to be done. But that's how it looks. Do you need to try and get that mark off though? I don't know where that's come from, unless it was already on the white card. Oh, there you go, it's come off a bit now. It's not as bad. It's a little bit, might have to put a little gem there. But a really sweet, happy card. I'm going to add some glaze and I might play around and add a few other little elements to it. I wouldn't mind putting a little leaf or something under that bit there as well. And I may add a little bit more on the bottom of that one. But I think it's, yeah, I think it's very cute. So it's, yeah, just a bunch of pop-ups. A whole bunch of pop-ups in a 5x7 gatefold card. Z fold, double Z. No, it's a double Z fold, isn't it? Yeah. When you start incorporating lots of folds, the names of the cards just start to, yeah, don't make sense. Parade of pop-ups. Oh dear, too many ideas. Nice card, that's brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Pop a lot. And you can keep going. You could add another pop-up onto this bit. And onto here. You could add a pop-up in there and open that aperture up, open that one up and add a 1/4 inch little pop-up there. You could do double pop-ups here. You could add another tab again and another flip. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. But I think that's really cute. I'm just looking at it on my screen. I think it's, yeah. I think it'd look good for Christmas. These could be little windows and it could be Santa's workshop. That would look really nice actually. These could be the little elves working. You could have presents stacked up. That would make a lovely Santa. And then you could have Santa on his sleigh on the belly band or something. That would look really cool. I see mushrooms growing out of the sink. Just Go Wild. Oh, with the pop. Yeah, actually, Just Go Wild. You'd made me think of the animals with the little, you know, my animal heads. You could have different ones because you go big with this. You know, it's quite easy to. I just made up these. You know, you can do any size. Again, if you're pretty confident with your card making and you can easily, you know, work out how to supersize it and stuff. I think bigger card would look good as well. Yeah, the Christmas one, I quite like that one. Okay, so let's finish with a sneak peek. So I've got my bits here and we will do, I won't do that, we'll do this one. And I'm looking forward to having these in my stash because they're bloody lovely. So incoming. That's all you get. Okay, so that's number one. We've got 2 more of those things the main mechanism and the paper pad. Daffodils. Yeah, we've got some nice flowers on their way to me to surprise, which I'm looking forward to. Simone has them already, so she can verify they are savage. So yeah, it's going to be nice to use some florals next month. Yeah, yellow card. Yeah, get all your spring card, guys. You're going to want to use it if you get the collection. So that's what my house is looking like spring. Yeah, I'm going to be full spring mode next week because that's when I'm going to start all my samples and stuff. So, but yeah, so I will finish this off a little bit this afternoon once I've got Monty as well, and I'll add those extras on, and I'll take some pictures and I'll share it in the group, and I'll put it up on my page as well. I'm not going to do a mini series with this style, but it might be something that I might do this as a YouTube video as well, this one, and then people can work off of that. But I've got a few other bits that I'm doing at the minute. Yeah, it'd be nice if the sun does. It should do. February starts to pick up. You tend to get a lot more drier days, and you do wet until April comes along, and then it goes all wet again. But yeah, there you go. All right, well, thank you so much. I've had a lovely 2.5 hours. I swear these lives are creeping longer. And yeah, I will be back on Friday for mix and match, and we're going to use, I think I'm going to use the shutter on another mechanism, or I'm going to use one of the frames on another mechanism. I need to double check I've got a couple of ideas, but we'll be back with that on Friday. So yeah, tune in if you've got your shutter stuff. And yeah, as always, it's been lovely. All right, take care everybody, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.